Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop.
The Nikon had some trouble recording one of the videos, so I'm able to show you the second half of the first spring winding and then the full of the second spring winding.
The battery died partway through, but I got it up to 40 turns. It's supposed to go to 32 and then be left at 32, but they also said to take it 2 extra full turns and then back it off. So right now it's set there for about 30 seconds. I'm going to give it a full 5 minutes to make sure that everything is stabilized. And then I'm going to climb back up and I'm going to back it off 8 turns. Okay, spring's been sitting now for 15 minutes. I'm going to release the spring, the 2 turns that I overturned it, to allow for it to relax. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to tighten up the other one. 40 turns. This is a different pole. I've got a different leverage on it. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. I want to make sure I hang on out at the end of this bar. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. Okay, now I tighten up the set speed. Should be right where it belongs for the rest of the time. At least I hope. I don't want to have to come out here and do this again. Standing here next to enough stored energy to lift half this door. Well, it's 7:30 at night, but you'd never tell it by the way the shop looks. It's just the same. It's absolutely dark inside when the door is shut. So, no difference. Once again, I'm going to be cranking this up 40 times and let it sit for a few minutes and then back it off to 32. The way I'm making that happen, stick the rod in there and take it up 1/4 turn, and then I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now while I'm tightening this up, I'm also looking at the brackets on both ends. I'm looking at the vice grips. I'm checking my rods. I'm checking the frame of the door. I'm looking to see if anything's happening. Because the only way something's going to happen is if the vice grips come off, and then that lets the door zip up. Well, I've got a vice grip over there, a C-clamp on the bottom, 2 vice grips on the shaft. I don't think that's going to happen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1/4 of the way, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now that's something I was wrong on just a few minutes ago. Well, a couple hours ago. I thought this spring would be weaker than the smaller spring. It's not. It's taking quite a bit of effort to make it move these 20 turns. I'm going to go down and check the camera. Yep, we're recording. That's good. Two, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, it's a lot of cranking, guys. That's 25. 26. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's a lot of spring on there. $33, 34, 35, This is hard work getting this around. Not as strong as I used to be, but there's no weakling. 36. Hardest part is going to be taking it back down.
At this point, I'm questioning whether it's sensible to try and go for 40 or just stop here at 36. Because, man, that's a lot of cranking.
37. $38. $39. That's 40. Okay, now we let it sit and relax those springs a little bit. Seven. There we go. Now tighten up these set screws. That's tight. I'll take this around 3/4 of a turn. Yeah, there we go. There. That ought to have it. Now the spring is tight. Phew. That was a job. When I came out, I rested for this one. Last one I did, the very last thing before I stopped, to go to lunch. Okay. Now I'm going to get up there and take that pair of vice grips off. That pair of vice grips isn't doing anything. It's straight and square. Cables are connected. This is more work than putting in the wire. Take off that vice grip that's holding the shaft in place. Now this is supposed to just balance out the weight of the door. It's not supposed to pull the door up. It's just supposed to balance out the weight of the door. Let's see what it does. It's doing fine. Vice grips are loose. Ladder's back out of the way. Here's the rope. Now, in my estimation, the worst thing that could happen at this point is I can somehow have the spring set too tightly and it would cause the door to fly up into the ceiling. But I don't think it did, so we'll see what happens. Nope. Well, that's good. All the clamps are off of it. All the wheels are on the track. All the bolts are in place. Everything is solid and secure. Let's see if I can lift this thing up a little. I think the springs are a little too tight. It wants to go on up. And I want to check those tracks first. When it goes down and stays down, that's good. The door is where it's supposed to be. Doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, I'm going to close it. Tonight we're done. We have an operational door. There. Door can't rise on its own. Latched in place. Just to be absolutely sure, I'm going to put a clamp on this door track over on this side, and that'll have it solid. Well, I'm extremely pleased with the outcome on the door. And next thing is the door opener. That'll be a big job. But before I do that, this little gray monster back here in the corner is going to come out and do some work that it hadn't done in a while. I'll be able to go out and push some dirt into the trench, fill that in, get it all taken care of, and start actually moving into the building. So, I got the door project 99% done. Still got a door opener to put on, and a couple little tweaks here and there that I see might need some attention. But all in all, it opens. Opens completely, shuts good, opens good, balance is just about perfect. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. We're here at Old Sneelock's workshop. Now I can actually call it that. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.